Okay, everybody, welcome to the Chud McBungus channel. Before I started, I had to take a few sips of tequila just so I can gain a personality. I have a few topics I want to talk about. Well, not even a few. I'm just gonna ramble. It's a podcast, so why not just talk? Am I right? But I was talking to my friend earlier. Well, really, it's my girlfriend, but I'm not sure because we broke up. But we always break up. Like we've been together for like what since 2023, so 2 years, and we've broken up about 50 times, like on and off, on and off, on and off. And right now we're in a breakup, but we're still talking. And every time I say, I was only talking to that girl because we were broken up, she's like, we weren't really broken up because because we were still talking, and we're still talking now. So I'm really not sure. I really don't know how everything is right now. But I was telling her how it's so gross that people walk around barefooted, like my nieces, my son, my dad, my sister, like, and then just people out that strangers I don't know. It's like, why do people walk around barefooted? Like, this shit is so nasty. And then she made a good point. She's like, the only reason why you don't like that is because the only reason why you think it's disgusting is because you like to lick toes. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, it only sounds disgusting because you said lick toes. It's like, no, I like to suck on a foot here and there when I'm intimate, or if I'm just massaging feet and I like the girl or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is, it's not like disgusting because I like a pretty woman's pretty foot. I just think it's disgusting because people walk around barefooted and they're getting the bottom of their feet dirty. Like, it's like, it's just gross, you know? So she said, so I figured to myself, well, why don't I ask the public? Why don't I ask people who have no skin in the game? It's like, is it gross to put a foot in your mouth every now and then? A clean, pretty foot on a clean, pretty woman. Is that more nasty? Or is it more nasty for people to be walking around barefooted on a dirty floor or outside or something like that? Like, I think that if you ask a reasonable man, they're going to say, no, walking around barefoot, like, that's like going around town and then just like touching everything with your hands and never washing your hands. That's how I see it. Like, put some socks on and then you won't be like getting all that bacteria and all that dirt under your feet. And then I know those people who are like joining the clean Olympics, and they just gotta just show you and prove how clean they are. Like, it's like a freaking religion to them at this point, like a cult. Like, just prove how clean you are. I don't know if you've seen the comments when there's people saying, white people don't know how to shower, you're supposed to use a rag, or stuff like that. Then you got people in the comments talking about, like, I take a shower 2 or 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days a day, 2 or 3 times a day. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, people who just take it overboard. I can't stand that. But there's gonna be those type of people who are gonna say, oh yeah, well, you're gonna take a shower anyway. It's like, so what? Just because you're gonna take a shower anyway doesn't mean it's okay to walk around barefooted. That's just nasty. Okay, think about it like this. It's like, why not just wipe your ass with your bare hand? Because you're gonna wash your hands anyway. You know? No, you get some tissue and you wipe and then you wash. So the way I see it is, you walk around in house shoes or socks. And then at the end of the day, you get in the shower, you take a shower, and then you wash your feet. I mean, it's that simple, right? But anyway, other than that, I was just having that conversation with her. Y'all can let me know in the comments if I'm trifling, which I already know that I'm not, and if you say that I am, you're wrong. But you can tell me how you feel about it. I just don't think that it's appropriate to walk around anywhere, any place, anytime barefooted. Now, if you have carpet floor, that makes sense. If you have carpet, but if you're gonna walk around on a hard surface floor, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's nasty. And it's not because I do put feet in my mouth every now and then, but the real reason is because it's just dirty. And I think I made my case clear. I think it's hard to refute or rebuttal that. So I'm going to move on, if you will. What else was I talking about today? I was trying to help my sister with her homework, and that was a doozy. I'll tell you that much. Like it was something about she's taking ethics, and they were trying to get her to answer the question about divine command theory or something like that. And it was about how Socrates was having a conversation with a guy named Euthyphro or something. I can't pronounce the name. I'm gonna Google it now. You're, you're. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. So, I mean, basically, the whole point of the issue was that um, the whole point of the issue was that she was what were y'all trying to do? Y'all were trying to argue with Erythro. I don't even know that word guy's name, but
Socrates?
no, that's Socrates. The guy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
Basically, like Socrates was. Uh, you have to
Argument.
explain to Socrates why you. I don't even know, but and my sister's in here, but she just got done doing the assignment, and she can't explain it to me because her brain is like half dead from doing the assignment, and it's like 2 o'clock as we speak. No, actually, it's not even 2 o'clock. I think it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, my laptop is still on Virginia time. But can you help me explain that for the listeners? I don't even know why I got into that topic because I'm over here sipping
That topic is
tequila.
tiring. That topic is mentally draining. I'm trying to wrap your mind around how to.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, like I don't even know why I'm trying to figure out what that assignment was about because I'm over here sipping tequila. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. This is the first video I ever made. I guess I'm just rambling, just trying to not have dead air. I know people hate that. But I want to talk about something that's interesting, but that's not working for me because I can't remember anything. But I will say I've been in San Antonio for about 2 weeks now and I'm having a blast. I haven't even been really into the city of San Antonio. I live on the outskirts of town, like in Converse. I moved there from Virginia and I'm telling you, like, I really do believe Texas is the greatest state in America. And I'm not trying to like dick ride or anything, but I mean, I've lived in New Mexico, I lived in West Virginia, I've lived in Virginia. I spent a couple months or so in Maryland, PG County. I've visited Florida. That's another state. I think Florida would be the second best state if it wasn't populated with a bunch of I'm not even gonna say it, but Texas is like the greatest state. Like it's brisket everywhere. They got the biggest Buc-ee's in America. Like what 20 minutes away. Like the food here. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm 5'9", 242 pounds, and I've been trying to lose weight, but getting out here, it's like man, I should post pictures and stuff of the places I've gone because my dad, he'll just drive me around and take me places, and I don't even know what this place is. I just know the food is good. And being from New Mexico, we had a Waterburger like 2 hours away from us, and that was like some of the best burgers I've ever had. And I've been deprived of that while living in Virginia for 10 years. And now I'm back here, and there's a Waterburger like literally 5 minutes down the street. And it's just so hard not gaining weight with the food here. I'm on TikTok and I see all the great places there are to eat here, and I'm like, bro, how am I going to do this? Like, I'm gonna just have to lift hard every day for hours just so I can eat. And then I'm gonna have to like, the eating I want to do is so, it's like so much more of a priority than losing weight at this point because of all the good food that I've seen. But I'm trying my hardest to not do it because I told my son, like, hey, I'm coming back. Like, I'm only out here for a couple of years or so. And I told my son, I'm coming back. I'm coming. And I hate Virginia. I do not want to go back to Virginia. I swear. Like, if my son didn't exist, I would never go back to Virginia. It's just a lousy. Maybe North Virginia, like Reston area, Arlington, yeah, but it's just so boring and drab. Like, I do not want to go there. But I told my son I'm coming back, and I told him I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be a better man. I'm gonna be in shape. I'm gonna have a job or like a real career that makes money and all of that. So I have to go back, and I have to keep my promise. So when I go back, I have to get in shape. But man, I'm telling you, and like, and my girl and even my son's mom was saying, you're not coming back to Virginia. You're gonna go down there and get you a Spanish girl and fall in love and never come back. And my girl or friend or whatever, at this point, she's like, you're going to Torta Town, and so I'm never gonna see you again. And then I'm like, dang, she's right, you know. And she put it in my head, and I'm like, dang, maybe I do want a torta, one or two. I don't know. But then I get out here, and I'm like, I'm really just not interested in anything or anybody. I see the tortas, I want the tortas, but I don't want them enough, you know. And then it's like in Virginia, seeing a pretty Spanish girl is kind of like rare. You don't really see them. It's mostly black and white. And when you do see a Spanish girl, it's like she's like speaking no English. Speaking no English, habla inglés, habla like they're like they all work in the Mexican restaurants. You know, you don't really see them out like that. I'm wondering where they are. And when you see the Spanish guys, it's like real Mexicans. It's like you. They're so Mexican that you're like, I know they don't have papers. I know they're not supposed to be here, but they're cool. They're chill. They're quiet. You know, so they don't bother you. You don't bother them. They do their construction and they do their work, and then they just go home and drink their liver into a raisin, you know? But I forgot where I was going with that. But like these like once you're like so in Virginia, it's kind of rare to see them. So you're like, wow, she's pretty. Like it's more impressive. But out here, you're just overwashed with tortas and Spanish girls to the point to where it's like it's not really that special. It's overhyped. Everybody talks about big booty Latinas, and it's like, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's overrated. It's overhyped. And no, I'm not gay. I'm just saying, like, it's not all that great, is it? I mean, come on, let's be real. Like, do you really think that a big booty? I think the problem is I'm not seeing enough Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans. I feel like those are like the prettiest of pretty type of Spanish girls. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I don't mean it in a racist way. You know, I don't think it's racist to say that there's certain types of Spanish girls that are more prettier than other types of Spanish girls. I would say that it goes for all races. You know, there's certain type, there's certain types of ethnicities, like black people. I think I would rather take an Americanized black woman or even a South African woman over. This is gonna sound bad, but I feel like I need to bring up pictures for people to see. I feel like I need to do that. Now, this is like sub-Saharan African women, and like yes, everybody's beautiful in their own special way, and I'm like yes, there are some beautiful women, you know. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of these women that I'm like, yeah, they're pretty. I wasn't even about to show it because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, and I am. I know I am. This is wrong. And then these are the South Africans, black women. I feel like it's all the same, but at the end of the day, it's like this isn't a good example. Okay, look, this is what I'm going to say. I would prefer, since I'm on black women, this is what I'll say. Like, I would prefer this. I would prefer this. Even the BBW right here, this. Even her, she's black and mid. She's pretty, you know. Not so much, but she's pretty. But you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this. So I feel like, you know what? I don't know enough. I'm willing to say I'm ignorant and I don't know enough. I'm willing to say that because I thought that I was going to pull up a picture and thought I was going to say sub-Saharan African women. I thought I was going to pull up a picture and it was going to be like women that were like tribal and like not conventionally attractive. And then I saw like, oh, I'm wrong and I'm ignorant and I'm a bigot. And you know what? That's why the name of the show is called Chud. Well, not the name of the show, but that's why my name is Chud McBungus. I'm just a chud yapping, you know? And I learn things along the way. But it doesn't matter because I know that I'm right. Because I know that there are. Now, I've seen a Guatemalan woman, I've seen a Honduras woman, and to me, I'm like, they don't look as good as the Puerto Rican, Dominicans, or Cubans. Now, am I saying that all Guatemalans and all Honduras women and all sub-Saharan? I'm not saying that. People say that. They take your words and they say, you say, I don't like this particular thing. And then they say, oh, you don't like all of that? It's like, no. I'm not saying all Honduran women and all Guatemalan women are ugly. I'm just saying, I feel like on average, based on what I've seen in my everyday life, the anecdotal evidence that I have, I feel like sometimes there are levels to the shit. Like, I don't know what it means when they say beauty isn't linear. I'm just a chud. I don't know what that means. But I do know what this. I do know that there's levels to it. You can rate beauty, you know? So that's all I got to say about that. I saw some interesting stuff on YouTube and I was going to get into that. This is going to be a short video. It's my first video. It's a test video, really. I'm just trying to see if I can actually do this thing, you know? And if anybody does watch this, I know that I sound like a chud and a racist and a bigot, and I sound like a misogynist maybe, and all of those bad ists. And I am. I'm sorry. And I'm trying to do better. But you just let me know how this video went in the comments. I haven't even really, I've been talking so much that I haven't even really taken a sip of my tequila. I actually shouldn't have said that. So if I said something out of pocket, I could go back and make my YouTube apology video and be like, I am sorry for what I have done. I acted in poor taste and I'll never do it again. I was drunk, but I already told you that I'm not even really that drunk yet. Actually, I am not going to watch the video that I saw. Actually, this is a video that I saw. This is a video I saw later on, like a couple of days ago, it was about Bonnie Blue's downfall just got worse. I watched this video, and I'm not like saying anything bad about the guy. I'm just saying I don't see how her downfall got worse. I think she's already fallen. I don't think like you can get any more down than what she is, you know. But talking about. Well, let's just get into it. I'm not even gonna ramble or rant like that. Well, I've already been ranting. Let me watch this.
Dangerous as it is disgusting. With her travelling through the entirety of the UK on a bang bus, supposedly trying to lure university freshers in with her. The terrible usual premise from her, but I don't think she expected the next thing that would hit her would be a right hand from someone in the crowd. She's been doxxed, punched, assaulted, and also ridiculed for all of this mess. And with much more swirling in the background, we really have to ask.
I just want to pause it real quick and say everybody talks about her, about how like, oh, I could never do it. I would never do it. She's a whore. She's a this. She's a that. And I'm like, you're right. I wouldn't do it. But I do feel like people are lying when they say she's not attractive. Yeah, I think she's 25 and she does look older than what she is. But I'm going to say she's not ugly, but her actions and everything she does make her ugly. So that's a lesson for you ladies out there.
Why is Bonnie Blue here at this point? So hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I am Jake Baz, and today we're hitching a ride on Bonnie Blue's new terrible trend, the bang bus. Banging seemed to mean banging in the sense of what you used to with her, as well as being banged out by a fellow crowd member. Showing the result of how her G-toffs with over 1,000 people having certain relations with her can really affect your public persona. We also now see the insane begging and stardom that she's reached from this new documentary about her terrible escapades. And we're also...
I want to know what does her father think about this? Has anybody ever tried to talk to her parents or her family to figure out how they feel about this situation, how they feel about her, and what her relationship with them is?
We're going to go through some of the terrible things that she's saying to try and justify all of this going on. Ultimately, proving why in every single sense she needs to be gone far away from any form of social media. We've got a lot to
see. She's not
cover, so if you enjoy...
She's not... Let me go back. Sorry, chat. See, she's not like ugly. So I don't get... I think it's dishonest when people try to say that she's ugly. It's like she's not ugly. Her outside's not ugly, but her inside is ugly. And I think it makes it more dishonest to when you criticize her to say she's ugly. Now it just sounds like you're hating, and you're hating on the wrong reason. So, you know, that's all I wanted to say. I'm just trying to point that out again.
Around inviting people to so-called meet and cheats, where she would invite loads of random men to go and bonk her, as she says, and that was perfectly normal in society. From this, she garnered so much attention, fame, notoriety, to the point where now she's got documentaries, and all of the certain different newspapers are covering her almost on a daily basis. Her last escapade she did was when she slept with over 1,000 men, and that was filmed and recorded into a documentary which released, which was terrible. And since then, she ended up getting quieter and quieter on the app, and I presume it was because she was planning her next thing, and her next thing turns out to be this horrible bang bus, which is just hilarious. So if you're wondering where she went, because this is what she came out with.
Freshers. The Bonnie Blue Bang Bus is going to be starting at the top of the country and going all the way down.
Look at her eyes. There's nothing. I've seen people say this, and I'm like looking at them like, that's not... There's no humanity behind those eyes. I really feel like she's gotten possessed.
I want to visit every university, see how many barely legals I can fit in the Bonnie Blue Bang Bus. And of course, I'm going to be your and give you so many more lessons.
I think that adds a bit of an extracurricular sort of aspect to any form of university life that anyone's going through. But it's a typical stuff. She's back to the basics, because if you do remember, she actually blew up doing the exact same sort of thing, which ended up with her getting banned in Australia because of all of the antics that she was doing with barely...
I think that says a lot. Like, so this leads me to say this. If sex work is real work, it's legitimate work, it's work that should be respected, why is it a controversial sex worker? How's her visa get canceled? You know, over schooly stunt. I don't know what that is, but if sex work is legitimate, why are you getting canceled for your work? Like, if you're a banker and you're doing your job properly, I don't think anybody's gonna cancel you from your job and like bar you from being a good bank teller or being a good hostess or waitress or mechanic. Like, she's doing her job. She's a sex worker. She's doing sex worker stuff. She's going around like doing her job. So it's like, doesn't that say that sex work is not like, where am I wrong here? Where's my thinking wrong? Y'all put that in the comments. Like, where's my thinking wrong? Am I on the right track or not?
Illegal freshers. I think this is a tactic from her to try and appeal to an audience which is one of predators who are looking for this sort of barely legal stuff, as well as with people that are coming up in age and getting to that point. Because once you turn 18, you could go and see Bonnie Blue for a good time in the Bang Bus. This was then followed by some absolutely great promotion, because you're wondering what the Bang Bus by...
I just want to say this. I know I'm pausing it a lot, but I heard I had to do that for fair use stuff. But anyway, I just want to say this. Like, there's at some point in the video, as I was watching this before, I'm like, this is just a stunt to like stay relevant. That's all that is. I think she's just using this to get traction. I don't think anything really crazy is going to happen. But now that I'm rewatching it and I'm really thinking, and after her past, I'm like, she probably really is like getting banged in that bus. But I mean, I must try to skip forward and show y'all, because a part of me is also feeling like this is just a stunt. I don't think this is one of her like sex. Hey, can you go get me some more tequila? It's on top of the refrigerator. No? Oh, okay. Well, fine. I think this is just a stunt. Like this is like a press tour. She's not really working, if you know what I mean. That's what I saw earlier, like later. I'm like, maybe this isn't that, but I don't know.
Well, it's not a bus. It's a very limited van with a lot of limited space. So it's not really a bit of a big Bang Bus for everyone to come in, is it, Bonnie?
Like, you see how they it rocks. Let me try to skip forward so you can see it. It was like look. Like, she's, hold on, right about here, I believe.
And Leeds tonight. Last time I went to Leeds, I stayed in an Ibis budget and I could barely afford my taxi back. But very different circumstances this time.
Look, you see, Bonnie, this is why you end up getting an actual bus, because that might help you, as opposed to a little tiny van. But I just can't get over, throughout the entirety...
It's not right here. It's like... Let me see.
I need Bonnie Blue staying here. But the receptionist has been really good and said, we're not sure. But obviously I am at the same time. About to head out in Leeds, and we've got the most perfect car parking space.
I really feel like this is like a stunt. Like, a part of me, I know her history and all that, but a part of me really feels like this is what she's doing. Like, she's doing this. Like, she's figuring out how to get a bag without actually being
We've really
like
got to this point
a thought or whatever I can say on YouTube. You know, I really think like she's figuring out how to get the bag without actually having to spread her legs. And I think she already gained notoriety. So now all she has to do is this.
Upon hundreds.
Just go to places, hand out t-shirts.
What's happening, you tart?
But I mean, she's not getting money for those t-shirts, so I don't know.
Tart. This is why it's so damaging. An 18-year-old's just popped up to her and said straight away, "Oh, you tart." Like, you tart is not a good thing to say. So what she creates does end up having some negative consequences in the world, whether people like it or not. But it's just baffling that she's getting this form of attention, fame, and stardom from what she is doing, which boils down to essentially shock value corn.
Weatherspoons was good, a little bit chaotic, could have done with a bit more space, but everyone was really nice, gave out t-shirts and lots of shots, so hopefully I didn't get the 18-year-olds too drunk. But yeah, good night, I'm gonna head to bed. No. Oh, most importantly, next stop, Sheffield.
Well, I'm glad she had a nice...
Like, I don't know, now, I could be wrong here, I'm just a chud, but I really don't know if she's really doing this tour and really getting banged. I know I said in the beginning, like, she might actually be getting banged, but this is why I had my thought initially when I first watched the video, like, maybe she's really not. And so the reason why I thought in the beginning of this video that she was is because I'm like, you know what? That is her MO. Like, she does do wild stuff. But now I'm rewatching the video. I'm like, oh yeah. This is she's figuring out how to monetize without actually having to do the dirty work. Let me see. Money Blue Bang was drama took on a dark turn. I didn't watch the entire video. So I'm gonna go to that and then I'm gonna click off. This is supposed to be a short video. This is just a test run. Hopefully y'all like it. If y'all don't, let me know why and what I can do better.
Event and then seeing him there. But with all the worry of what she was posting and saying around this event, the actual organisers had to come out and say this. Skiddle has released a warning to attendees stating no sexual behaviour will be permitted at the event. That kind of defeats the entire point of what Bonnie Blue's going for, right? No? But I guess that's the entire point.
I don't think it is.
She's doing.
I really don't think it is. That's what I'm saying. I bet you her team asked them to say that, you know, and then the people who put out that ad or whatever, not ad, who put out that notice, her or her team probably told them to say that. That way she can maintain her credibility and not look like a party pooper. You know, I think she's really just trying to get the money without doing it. And of course she's going to go back to doing that stuff, but she's probably not trying to do that intense stuff right now because wasn't she banned off of OF? So, I mean, I think she's just trying to figure out another way. Just like every girl who hits the wall, like, or who gets used up, like they do their sex work and then they wind up trying to branch out into other avenues so they don't have to keep doing it. So, yeah.
Because it's all meant to be a big marketing stunt to bring people to her. So I guess it's just meant to be is what it is. It's just a meet and greet, innit? Well, you're not saying that on your social media platforms, and that's because you want everyone to think that they've got a chance with you. Important
Exactly.
notice, the event is a
Okay,
safe
so he
space
said
for
it.
all. No sexual behaviour is permitted inside the venue. Respect others and enjoy the party the right way. It's a safe space for all, but then you invite someone called Bonnie Blue, who is notorious for bonking freshly legal 18-year-olds and also just being a horrible stain on social media. It's fine. It's a safe space. Everyone stand up because it is a safe space. That's why Bonnie Blue's there, to make it safe. It's just hilarious to see them even try and paint it any other way than what it is. It's just Bonnie Blue's gone out and she's trying to...
She's all right looking. I wish she wasn't like who she was, so I wouldn't have to feel guilty about saying that she's attractive. Because she is. If she was like if she had like a nice, decent, like if she was like a nurse or something and didn't do what she does and didn't have those proclivities, I would say by her looks she's a catch, you know. But she just totally ruined that, and that just goes to show you, no matter how well, that's a horrible freeze frame, but I'm just saying that just goes to show you, no matter how good you look or how successful you think you are, like if you get a lot of bodies, if you don't hold yourself to a good standard and what's the word? I need to read my thesauruses and just have some good common decency about yourself and respect. Like you can go from a 10 to a 2 real quick, you know. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me. I just wanted to have a good starter video. This video is already 33 minutes. I'm gonna try to do my videos as if it was a live stream to a certain extent, so I don't plan on editing. I guess along the way I might edit if I have to, if people say they want to, but hopefully I can get some support with this, with people liking and commenting. It's probably not shareable yet, but if you want to share, then yeah, go ahead. But yeah, that about wraps it up for me. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go get some more tequila. I might make another video depending on how lit I get, but yeah. Thanks everybody.